I feel very excited. I can tell you that for free. How I came to the Lovechannels, if you look at the list of new members when we do church converts, new converts, or what have you, you see that about 70 to 80% of people in church say they were invited by the Holy Ghost. And by the grace of God, I fall right in within that category of people that were invited by the Holy Ghost.
For 2 years, I was not attending any church at all. So the first time I came in here, my spirit, everything connected.
I got to know about the Lovechannels from a friend. He told me about a community group in a church that would be interested in what my interest is, dance.
But I first heard about the Lovechannels in 2017 via the radio. At that time, the Pastor Chioma Rufus, had this radio show every evening. And that's when I first came in contact with the lead pastor.
It's already 7 years now, just now.
Actually, I was on my street going to my home, and then I saw a banner. The Lovechannels was celebrating her first year anniversary. When I came, I saw the ambience. The worship was fantastic. The word was awesome. I started sneaking in, week in, week out, like that. I wasn't very sure yet. And I stayed for at least 3 months before I decided to make, the Lovechannel my place of worship.
This vision is never my thing. It was never my origin. The truth is that the Lovechannels originated from God. In fact, God had to interrupt me in what I was doing and what I was focusing on, and begin to bring my attention to this work, this great family called the Lovechannels. So, the Lovechannels is God's idea. I just discovered that this is why I was created. So it was a discovery. It was not something I formulated. It was not something I started.
All right, God have given Pastor Chioma Rufus the vision. So all we're doing is to play out the vision.
That's why I feel very blessed and very excited to be heading the ministry arm of the Lovechannels, which is essentially about the place of service.
I work in the junior church. Now, from the little children I teach, I have tried to integrate the vision to them. One thing I always do is to always ask them about who they have spoken to, who they have actually connected to, and how they have changed someone's life.
The name the Lovechannels actually came from when God made me know the reason why He's sending me to the people to preach the gospel, because every preacher has a particular calling or a particular ministry he needs to fulfill. So when it dawned on me that God is calling me for salvation and love, He was very specific. He said salvation and love. And then I went back to Him, I said, how do you mean love? He now said, I need to understand how much He loves mankind. Tell people how much He loves them and what the love of God can do for them.
I could remember the very first message that I got when I came here. Pastor was teaching on love. And in my head, I was like, yeah, this is what I need. I need love.
She's a practical Christian. She's a practical preacher. She does not preach what she does not do. All right? And she will give instances even with her family, even with her husband, and that's practical Christianity.
Pastor has a way of being very emphatic with her teaching.
Pastor's prayer life has been challenging. Like Pastor's prayer life, she takes it to the height, to the heat, to the zenith. She's not satisfied yet. She's still dragging me. But I hope to get to the point where she wants me to be.
Another thing that I love about Pastor Chioma is her smile. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but for me, I just like that part about her.
I'm happy to be in Lovechannel because Lovechannel is one church that when you mention it outside, they will like, that church, I know that church. I know the pastor.
Anytime you mention the Love Channels, to people are always excited. They are always happy. Some of them are not even members of the church, but I know that the Love Channels as a church, one of the things we have been able to do is to be a blessing to our community.
Is it that church that always invites these big ministers and wonderful singers? You understand? So I say yes. You understand? So the Love Channels Christian Center is making a very big wave out there. You understand? So most times I don't really need to say much. You understand? So once I tell them I am from the Love Channels Christian Center, they will tell me, I know that church. Is it Pastor Chioma Rufus? You understand? And it will make the work very easy for me.
That shows that Love Channel is spreading speedily.
The Love Channels has been amazing. Trust me.
Distance alone could not stop me, because when I saw what I wanted, I knew that this is where I'm supposed to be.
It's just a place where people can actually come and express themselves to the glory of God, and then ultimately become that person who God has designed them to be.
Practically, right now I'm like the most excited person about this church building. It's like a dream come true for me.
Right now, the Love Channel have a London property in other church for that matter. In fact, that's a very big sign for me. It's very unique. It's actually very unique. So that's what God can do. And even in securing that property, the person said he will not sell it to a church. Some other person bought it and now said, where is that church? I want to sell it to that church that wanted to buy it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And as I speak to you now, our UK branch, they are building up. We have not opened officially, but they have a place of worship. And when they go out for their evangelism, there is a place they can meet together. On Sundays, they have started holding services, but the church has not been officially inaugurated. So, but God is at work. And there are other branches that are also warming up. Yes, which I might not be able to say now. Maybe they will unfold in this new year we have just stepped in.
And today we are celebrating our 7th year.
I'm happy that I'm associating with a church that in 7 years, people in a city like Port Harcourt, people can say, wow, I know that church.
God is doing an amazing work here at the Love Channels.
Happy anniversary, Love Channels.
I decree and declare that this 7th year is a year that will be full of fruitfulness. This 7th year is a year that it should be full of testimonies. Like testimonies will meet testimonies. Someone will be testifying of this is what God have done for me, and he's so excited. As he's talking about that one, another testimony is coming. The testimony will overlap one another in this new year. And in this 7th year, there will be galore, like chains of celebration. Our daughters will marry, our sons will marry, people will buy houses, people will buy offices, people will own estates, people will become CEOs. A lot will unfold in this season. It will just be season of celebration, because 7th is a number of perfection. So get ready for what God has in store for you. Once again, happy anniversary, the Love Channels. Have wonderful year. God bless you.